to where we left off.
Oh, just about right.
Now that you've met the donut team,
The donut team.
you probably have a better idea of what you're getting into. But trust me, you're still in for a few surprises.
FPS check, we're running good. Could actually just jump off this as the crow anyway. Fantastic.
We'll get it this time.
But that's super important for racing. That's why we use like a mouse just to save it of them, and we can really go soft with it. So it's like sometimes people push my tire and you almost can push it onto the rim because it's dead soft.
I didn't know that. I didn't realise, because I did think to myself sometimes, it's like, surely people get punctures, but you just completely answered my question there. Thank you. How do you think that your tastes and your needs for what the bike can do for you has evolved over time? Has hard enduro got harder?
Definitely got way harder. Like if I'm thinking now, all the technical parts on my bike, all the tires, all the suspension, there's so many parts which are developed now, let's say the last 15 years. When I remember when I came to the races in like 2006, for example, I was 8 at this point, and I just came to the race and watched my dad, and they went more or less on a motocross tire. So for the listeners out there, like a motocross tire is like a super hard, compact tire, and it doesn't really like stick to the ground that much. It's digging a lot, so it's like good for gravel and like dirt. But if you go over rocks and like obstacles, it just doesn't like move at all. So I think now,
No shame in trying again.
you see from like 2006 or like before 2010 to like right now, it's such a big difference. And I think that's why also the sport got way hard, and every organizer right now wants to have like the hardest race as well. And I think sometimes we as riders have to more or less stop the organizers to don't make it too difficult, because we are right now in this position and at the moment where some things are just getting out of control, and then we almost can't make it up the hill because it's too difficult. I think like this year in like bunch of races we had this season, and it was just
One more time.
gnarly and nuts. Like I crashed with myself one time, like in an uphill, and we started, and I was like
Let's try that again.
half an hour into the uphill, like just going up the hill, guys, like just zigzagging my way up, like a little goat path, like really going up the mountain, and I was like, when is the finish coming? Or like, when is the end of this hill? And he's like, oh man, you're not even halfway through, and I'm like, how is this possible? But that's hard enduro, I would say.
Like you were saying, the trails are getting harder, like the sport itself is evolving. Like, are you having to refine your bike to keep up with the demands?
Definitely, we have to refine our bikes. Like our bikes right now is one of the most important things as well. If the
Target locked. Good luck.
bike setup is not on point, you can't be there and,
Wait, what
and
happened?
win a
Wait.
race. Like,
Hello. Oh, don't tell me it fucking died. Pretty awkward.
has to be really on a high level, and there's no time for any mistakes.
Let me tell you, Manny, I've never sweat like I sweat on an enduro
We got a saying in the Quick Whiskers, drag, don't brag.
bike. It is insane. You're constantly trying to balance.
Let's go. I'm feeling extra cinnamony today.
Just get here. There's a fucking rat on my... Done. Yeah, sure about this one. I'm still not certain yet. I thought that fucking... There you go.
Get it this time.
All good. All is open with us.
The podcast continues.
And there's no time for any mistakes.
Let me tell you, Manny,
If you want to join my crew, there's no big test, other than racing me.
Amaya, aka Speedbolt,
never sweat like I sweat on an enduro bike. It is insane. You're constantly trying.
I've never met Speedbolt before the Motorfest rivals, but I've known of her. She's got quite a following online.
to balance it. You're using all of your weight off the side of the bike and picking it up, pushing. It's a full body workout. It's a complete man and machine situation there.
Yeah, but you get used to it, you know? It's like with everything, you know? If you're like a runner out there or like even like a drift car driver, like you, for example, you know? Like you get used to like having all of this like shifting gears and like brake, and I think like for myself it would be pretty difficult.
Dude, it's the physical endurance of enduro. Trust me, I'm way less under pressure in a drift car than I am on an enduro.
Yeah, that's true, probably.
So let's talk about risk and reward. What has been one of the most scariest trails that you've come across or attempted on your bike?
Ooh, scariest trails. That's good. I think we have like some races, like these longer races. I've done one race in Lesotho, like this little kingdom in the middle of South Africa. And you are riding in the middle of nowhere. Like really, you're by your own, you're starting by your own, and you're like up in the mountains and there's nothing. Like it's such a, at the end it's like a cool feeling as well, but you also, okay, I don't want to get injured there. Like I really don't want to hurt myself there, because at the end you like maybe end up, maybe some local guys find me and they bring me to the helicopter or whatever, you know. But it's sometimes pretty scary if you have like this feeling of not knowing where you are, because you're in the middle of nowhere on the world.
I mean, this brings me nicely to my next question, which was, what does it mean to risk everything? Like, if you could sum it up in a few lines.
Yeah, to risk everything, you really have to be aware that there is a lot of things which can go wrong. Like I think probably that's the main sentence behind it, because for example myself now in the last World Championship round, I came in like I had not a broken wrist, but like an injured wrist, an injured ankle, and I also risked it maybe a bit too much there, because I really wanted to finish like the World Championship strong. Like I wanted to be there in the front and show why I'm gonna become the world champion of 2024. And here I was, on this day I was really over my limit quite a few times, and I also crashed quite a bit on this day, and I almost hurt myself again. And yeah, I think you have to know what you're doing, and sometimes it's also pretty good to step back and going forward from them. And in general in motorsport, even if it's in F1 or MotoGP, or doesn't matter in which kind of motorsport category, sometimes it's like
Target locked. Good luck.
okay, it can go really wrong, and
Did
that's
you
why.
fucking die again? Come on. Fine. Oh, damn you.
Optimizations, I want to hear it.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I think probably like a bike which can go
Hey, I'm always good for a race if you are. Whoever you are.
about everything. Like it could be pretty sick, for example, to have like a
I've been here before and only lost once.
Here it come actually to crash on me. Stop crashing! Otherwise I'll have to use the magic mirror again. Are we good? Okay. Oh, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Don't fall asleep while driving, eh?
Whiskers. You're too good not to. Hey, so I was trying to figure out the same as you. Gathering info on the mystery driver. Sure, I'll share. Why not?
All right, let's keep talking.
pretty sick, for example, to have like a hovercraft bike, for example, which is just like floating around like water or dirt and like going up the hill like pretty easy, riding through snow. But then I think the ultimate bike could...
I didn't plan on being a part of this, yet here we are.
Spartan!
Hi, guys.
Like a flying bike, but which is like a little bit like at Star Wars, you know? I think everybody watched Star Wars out there. And you see like...
Hey there, it's White Tiger speaking. I heard you defeated all the rivals too. So I guess you're coming for me next. Well, okay. Come find me and I'll race you.
All of this like cool vehicles what they have, and they just like float over the ground, and it could be pretty sick to have a bike like this. And even if you do like a jump, like you still jump, land again, and you like almost just fly through like over the obstacles. Like even if you have like rocks, you still like have to go on the rocks, and then the bike goes like this a bit. It could be pretty funny. I think this could be a pretty sick bike, like just like a flying Star Wars motorbike. So could be a good one. Maybe a nice little color, a little bit futuristic style. Maybe nice little rear fender to get the aerodynamic down. I'm not sure. Like there could be quite some good things about it.
I feel like you're just creating a bike to make your life easier next time you do Erzberg. You could just hover, you just you know, like, make it still look like it. Yeah, exactly. Make it still look like it's kind of difficult still, but at the same time, you're just hovering on over. You're like, oh, yeah, that's grand, perfect.
That's nice.
Perfect. We're going to jump into a little rapid fire quiz now, Manny. You've got to stay with me. I'm going to fire some questions at you, and you've got to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I say this to you, okay? Riding in extreme cold or extreme heat?
Extreme cold.
Riding by day or riding by night?
Still by day, like that could be really tricky sometimes.
Do you sometimes talk to your bikes?
I think I'm not talking to my bikes. I think I'm talking more to myself sometimes. Like really riding, I'm like, okay, come on, man, focus, like be focused, like be the guy who's like not making any mistake, and he's like really questioning myself also sometimes, and like why I'm doing this. I'm so dumb and so stupid sometimes just to do this. So don't talking too much to my bikes here.
When was the last time you received a speeding ticket?
Oh, I don't talk about my driving on the streets, guys. It's been maybe like a year ago.
Favorite surfaces: dirt, loose gravel, mud, ruts, or riverbeds?
Some fresh dirt where you can like really grip out of every corner, where it's like just like you see the dirt flying behind you. I think like that's probably like one of the best feelings ever.
What kind of music do you listen to, if any, whilst riding or driving? What would you be putting on the radio?
Not listening to anything while riding. I think we're too much in the zone. But I think for driving, depends really the mood. Like I think for me, music is super important. But if you drive like through the night, I would put like probably a bit of drum and bass on, maybe some Brucey or like some Vibe Chemistry or something like this, which really fires you up, you know, like you're almost tired, but you still want to end up at your destination, and you really have to fight for the drive. But I think it really depends the mood, because there's so much good music out there what you can listen to, and I think for myself it always brings me into the right mood as well when I'm listening to the right music.
I don't know why, but I just have this vision of you doing Enduro, and there's just like lift music going on up there, you know,
yeah, it is could be good.
I feel like that's
cruising around, having a good time.
That's you all over us.
That could be me. That could be for sure.
So as you guys know, Motorfest podcast is about the different motorsport disciplines that you can find in the new Season 6 of the Crew Motorfest, and be it off-road, flying, motorbiking or GT. If you, Manny, for whatever reason had to make a career change, which discipline would you choose and why?
in motorsport, it could be... Oh, good question. This is a really deep question, Becky.
I know, right? Let's get into it.
I think, like, it could be pretty sick to be on 4 wheels at the end because I've always been on 2 wheels. So I think to be on 4 wheels could be pretty sick. Still on dirt. I like dirt. I'm a bit scared on asphalt, so probably maybe like a WRC, like a rally driver, could be pretty sick. I did one time actually when we met in 2018 at Goodwood. I was riding with Evans in his rally car, which was super sick. And I think like this experience really showed me how crazy these guys are out there.
Yeah.
But also how the car is just hooking. Like it's just going, and like you almost think you can't make the corner. And for sure you have to be a good driver also, but you like get into the corner and you're like, oh, we don't make it. And I was like in the chair like this, like holding on to myself, and he just starts drifting, gets around the corner and just flies out there. So yeah, this could be a pretty cool sport.
Well, there you go, Red Bull. You heard it here first. Let's get Maddie into a WRC car.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Benny. I feel like I've learned a lot about you. For somebody that is so accomplished, you're so very humble. And I love the fact that, you know, you can attack the hardest of the hard enduro races in the world. And your whole thought process is just, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. And now you're sitting in a position that you're arguably one of the best riders in the world, and it's brilliant to see. It's a lot of talent, and it's also a lot of skill. So it's incredible to get to chat to you on Motorfest, the podcast today.
Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think for everybody who's out there who's loving motorsport, you should definitely check out our sport because it's pretty cool. That I just love motorsport, and I hope we can make motorsport even bigger.
I absolutely love chatting to Manny today. It's so interesting when you get to talk to someone that does something so extreme but can be so placid when he's actually off the bike. I love his tenacity to be able to just jump on, challenge himself and complete these races. You don't understand the effort and the actual skill it takes to tackle these terrains. He's somebody that has a long career ahead of him in this sport because he's got the right attitude for it, and he's just an absolute champion. Well, that's it for today's episode of Motorfest, the podcast. I'm Becky Evans, and you can find this podcast on all of your audio platforms, or you can check it out on YouTube. You can just type in my name, Becky with a Y, and you can binge the rest of the episodes. And also you can listen to parts of the podcast whilst you're playing the game. That's the Crew Motorfest. Make sure you check out all of our other episodes, and we'll see you guys very, very soon.
I think if I was invincible and I could be young forever, I'd probably still be trying to jump further distance records with the bike the way it is. But for me, there's one goal left for me, and that's all I'm working on. So I'm not here to replicate nothing, to do shows around the world. I think those days for me are gone. I just want to do my masterpiece, right? That's all I'm working on is my masterpiece, and then I'm done.
My name's Becky Evans, and welcome to Motorfest, the podcast, brought to you by Red Bull and the iconic game from Ubisoft, the Crew Motorfest. Now, this is the podcast where I get to chat with some of the world's finest motorsport athletes, and I get to delve into their passions of all things speed, wings, and wheels. And you know what the cool thing is? You can actually listen to this podcast whilst you're playing the game. So jump into your dream vehicle, sit back and relax, and get ready for the show. Let's go.
Locked. Good luck.
Now that is the sound of the KTM 450 motorbike that you can actually play in the game. Now this bike has got you covered on road, dirt, sand, and even on water, thanks to the very special Motor Surf edition, which has been designed by the athlete that I am joined by today.
I'm quite thrilled about that face-off, but I don't have much time, so let's do this.
Robbie Madison. Robbie, thank you so much for having me here at your home.
Okay, race mode on. We'll see if you can do better than the others.
No shame in trying again. reset again. It this time.
Oh, get out of the way. God
Let's just
damn.
rewind that one.
Wait, what if I just hit the brakes? Why are there a lot of... Forget it. Shit, it's the other side. Why? Do you not? Okay, system.
you're incredible. I guess this makes you the best street racer of the festival. Damn, I was so close. Whoop, 5 missed calls from work. Gotta go, bye.
The podcast continues. Hey, Robbie Madison. Robbie, thank you so much for having me here at your home.
No worries, Becky. It's an
already
absolute
imported this
pleasure,
far.
and I'm super excited to have my bike in the game, the Crew Motorfest.
No, delighted. I mean, you are a freestyle motocross champion, legend, like absolute pioneer of the sport. And to actually see this place after seeing so many videos of it was kind of crazy when we were driving in.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very blessed. It's been an amazing career, and I've been able to do incredible things. Red Bull has literally given me wings, and it's been amazing, to say the least of it. And this house has become home, and it's the dream that I envisioned. And now we get to ride dirt bikes here. I get to share with my kids, and this is the home base for all these crazy ideas. And then we come back here
New challenges unlocked.
and refocus, reset, and set off on our ways to take on more adventures.
Now, you started off, in New South Wales in Australia. You were an electrician to begin with, and then you found freestyle motocross. You've done backflips over Tower Bridge in London. You've jumped over, it's the Arc de Triomphe in Las Vegas. I mean, just so many incredible jumps. I remember seeing the video of you doing the ski jump as well. You're a record breaker and a dream chaser. Do you think I've missed anything out there? I mean, there's so many stunts that you've done in your career, but those are the ones that, even as a fan myself, that really jump out.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, there's been a lot, one of the coolest things for me is inventing the motorcycle to ride on the water. Just because I grew up at the beach in Australia, I grew up surfing. If I hadn't been a motorcycle rider, I would have been a surfer.
A fucking plane can even do
to be
this.
able to combine the two, my two favorite things to do is a dream come true. So it just, one day it just kind of hit me that I could make it right on the water.
Oh no. Wind. Shit.
get back to Motorfest the podcast.
If I hadn't been a motorcycle rider, I would have been a surfer. And to be able to combine the two of my two favorite things to do is a dream come true. So it just, one day it just kind of hit me that I could make it right on the water with addition of like some wakeboards under the wheels. And I've seen a lot of people copy it, and it's something that works. And to be able to take it on a wave was just insane. But I'm excited that you get to do it in the game now. The users are going to be able to ride their bikes in Maui and catch waves and feel some of the excitement I felt. So I'm really
I
stoked
bought
with
the car
Motorfest
and I loaned it.
It's awesome
What?
that it's done it this way.
So, Robbie,
Sure. Where's my phone? I don't need the feedback. Got it. Gotta charge them. Okay, hang on. I don't remember this model, I'll be honest with you. God damn it. Oh my god, this clean driving again. Oh, the damage is permanent. Fuck, okay. I forgot. Oh.
Back to our podcast. So, Robbie, if you could be a car, a plane, a boat, or a motorbike, which would you be and why?
I would definitely be a plane. I just love flying. It's all I've wanted to do, and I think that...
New playlist ahead.
Don't tell anyone I told you, but Paws crashed his Ford last week. The paint job is new.
That's why motorbikes became so cool to me, because I was catching these little moments of being able to fly. And as I've got older, I've jumped further and further and further. And now that I'm a pilot and I'm able to fly, it's just the coolest thing ever. And yeah, if I had the choice, I'd be a plane, because you can go wherever you want to go.
I saw a quote where you were talking about how your mind is like it's like Tetris, and you're just trying to put it all together and figure out how to create new crazy stunts. Like, how does one thing become from dream to reality?
I think ultimately it's just figuring out the path of how to get there. You know, for the most part, when I designed the bike to go on the water.
Oh, God damn.
it is the perfect car. Like we've studied it, people have studied it. It's the perfect length, wheelbase.
New playlist ahead. Let's...
The width is great, and the height of it in general is quite low. I think it looks super sporty and cool. So it's like, that just for me is what I would love one day to like...
Let's go!
Jump in, race, and experience what my dad experienced when I was watching him on the tracks around Europe, dreaming to be like him one day, winning European Championships.
Welcome back to Motorfest, the podcast. This is the show where I get to talk to some of the most daring motorsport athletes for their passion for all things speed, wings and wheels. And if you haven't already tried it, you can actually listen.
The Motorfest invites you off the beaten track for its wildest experience. The off-road...
Whilst you're playing the game, the Crew Motorfest from Ubisoft. My name is Becky Evans, and in this episode, I'm going to be chatting with an incredible pair of Swedish rallycross drivers, Timmy and Kevin Hansen. They're brothers, they're best friends, and in their cars, it's not hard to see that they are absolute experts maneuvering and jumping no matter what the surface is, rain, hail or shine. Born into a family of rallycross champions, this sport runs deep in their blood. It's like putting on a glove.
Building series. A rugged champion...
Tells me when I ask him what it feels like to drive his Peugeot 208, well, that's at least how easy they make it look. In this episode, I'll talk about their first memories as tiny spectators, soaking it all in and watching their families racing for trophies. We'll talk about ice driving with their school friends, we'll talk about old cars, new cars, and what their vehicles reveal about their personalities. And of course, we will cover some of the most heart-stopping battles of their careers to date. Let's start the show. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's just jump straight into it. You guys know each other better than anybody.
So Timmy and ship that'll see you through jaw-dropping remote locations.
The fans know about Kevin that they don't already.
Kevin's very outgoing. He's a very energetic person. You have to put the show on in every single way. He's very aggressive on track. He's currently second in the World Championship, so unfortunately for me, beating me at the moment. But we got one more round to do. But we're best friends off track. We're best friends on the track. I think that's what we're mostly known for on track, that we are able to work together in a way that's like you'd expect somehow teammates to do. We have each other's backs, but we are brothers, and to be able to race with your brother.
This is what the Motorfest series is all about. Beating professional drivers on their own turf.
We're fully wanting him to do well when we're going into...
Other than racing across a variety of terrains, you'll also get the chance to try out a bunch of off-road vehicles.
In turn one or the other way around as well, we're usually able to pull those team games off very well, and I think that's our biggest strength on track.
And Kevin, tell me something about
each series comes with its own professionals. This time, you'll meet Pierce, a British off-road specialist invited by the Motorfest to help guide you through Hawaii's complex terrain. There isn't a place in the world that Pierce hasn't visited. As well as being an outstanding mechanic, he knows all about off-road environments.
The world needs to know.
First one that springs to my mind is he catches things. Might sound odd, but that's his secret talent. You can throw something or something dipped off the table, he just catches it. It's unbelievable. You have to. Yeah, it's just he just grabs it. It's ridiculous skill to have, but that's one of his skills. Something that not many people know. He's an excellent
I feel like people are going to
pizza.
throw things at him now.
I know. I hope so.
They're going to be like, hey, do it.
Could be quite entertaining, actually. He's also...
Can you smell it? The promise of adventure in the air? I can't, of course. I'm an AI, but I bet you do.
The pizza chef has his own oven in the house, and of course he's a fantastic father. It's a really nice role model for me as a father, so that's a beautiful thing. And I think people always look at Timmy as the calm and collected, loves analyzing things, takes his time on...
Oh, I gotta kill it. Whoops.
This is Off-Roading Addict, a series championship by Motorfest.
Wait, I think.
Back to the interview.
People always look at Timmy as the calm and collected, loves analyzing things.
What is next in line?
On all sorts of things, very patient, and then, you know, we can sometimes see a bit different Timmy on the racetrack when things doesn't go his way. If you're banging on the bonnets of other competitors, and a little bit energetic, so yeah.
Leave no playlist unfinished, driver.
He has a few hidden teams.
Now, I'm absolutely delighted to have you here. I mean,
now that you've met the donut team, you probably have a better idea of what you're getting into. But trust me, you're still in for a few surprises.
Trust me is one of the most...
From now on, the city's going to be your playground. And your first urban challenge will be a rough and tumble American street brawl. I can't tell you much more right now. We agreed that James will be the one to give you all the details.
It's just, you've got so much happening, all the different, like, surface changes, you've got cars flying everywhere. I mean, how did you guys originally get into this?
I think it was through our father, or it definitely was. Both our parents were racing. They met in the rallycross paddock. Mom was racing when I was born, so I'm the oldest. And...
Yeah! All right, tough boys and girls, you think you've got muscles? Well, how about you take it to the streets in a Chevy Camaro ZL1 or a Shelby Mustang GT500 to find out who's got the biggest American muscles. Spoiler, it's me.
Okay, we'll do a Camaro.
The Camaro ZL1. Go get that dinner. In the muscle car's natural habitat, the concrete jungle. How's it feel? Wow, that's a GT500, huh? Drives more like the GT Stinker. Don't look now, but I think you're in the lead. I said don't look. Time to flex that car's muscle. I'm flexing right now, you just can't see it. Sorry, that's just the drone talking. He's very excited. Don't mind him. Stop goofing around. Who's got the buffest American muscles? Let's find out. Watch out for that curb. Next time I'm calling you a cab. Home stretch, dude. Hammer down. Chevy wins. Did you know that Camaro means animal that eats Mustangs?
All right, let's keep talking.
The Donut Crew has all kinds of shows on their channel. In one of them, they pit cheap parts against the high-end versions. It's called Hilo, and that's exactly what you're going to get a taste of now.
Thing when I was born, so I'm the oldest, and yeah, she became champion. She's the only female champion still in '94.
I heard that. It's such an impressive thing, you know. It's definitely in the blood for you guys. We'll get into it further into the podcast, but.
And during this workshop, you'll be driving the oh-so-lovely Nissan 370Z Nismo.
Mother and your father, both into rally, road and now you've got two boys that now compete themselves as well.
Yeah, and I mean, Timmy, he was actually off to a little bit of a different path for a while. He wanted to go to circuit racing, did that for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and
overshot it.
was one of the best talent. I think you raced like with some of the best Formula 1 drivers currently, but for me it was always, as I'm 6 years younger, it was rallycross for me. I was like, that's my dream, that's what I want to do.
A playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it.
What the fuck am I going?
After Timmy changed his career path to rallycross, we kind of match our career timelines. I've been racing now for I think maybe 8 or 10 years, so it's been amazing.
So guys, let's jump into it. This is a question that I've been asking all of my guests right now. In all seriousness, if you could be a car, a plane, a boat, or a motorbike, which one would you be and why?
I would be a top fuel drag racing car.
They're so cool, right?
Yeah.
I grew up watching drag racing. I get so excited.
The Donut Crew has all kinds of shows on their channel. In one of them, they pit cheap parts against the high-end versions. It's called Hilo, and that's exactly what you're going to get a taste of now.
Many people know what top fuel is, like these 10,000 brake horse.
And during this workshop, you'll be driving the oh-so-lovely Nissan 370Z Nismo.
Power, nitro, methanol, amazing machines. They'll do the quarter mile in 3 seconds. Kevin, the question to you, what would you be? Car, bike, boat, plane?
I would be a car. I want to be a specific car. I want to be Lightning McQueen because.
Nothing is more iconic than low car. Except for high car. In this time attack, you'll get to drive both 370Zs for 1 lap each on the same track to find out for yourself what the difference between cheap mods and expensive mods really is. Can you beat your own time switching from low car to high car? Show us then. Does more expensive mean more better? I mean, yeah. No, definitely. Doesn't. We did it in real life. All right, hotshot. Let's see what you can do with that setup coming straight from the sale rack. Give it the beans! only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo! Fully upgraded. Let's rip. Okay, we've done the whole part switching thingy, brakes, tires, suspension, exhaust. Only the best for my baby. Here comes the straight line. Time to put that Nismo high car to the test. Punch it!
Oh my god, it's the nitro chemist.
Hey, I know you're focused on driving right now, but I just want to call out that I'm doing a really good job flying this drone. It's my first day. Nailing it. That's it! Give it the beat! So, what do you think? Does more expensive mean more better?
Back to our podcast.
As you know, we're sticking to urban terrain for the next event, but we're kicking the intensity up a notch. Motorfest has provided Donut Media with 2 incredible cars. And knowing James, you can be sure they'll be put to good use.
Specific car, I want to be Lightning McQueen because that's just what I just love movie cars and he's just such an icon. So I would like to be Lightning McQueen if I could be a bit weird and cringe.
Ka-chow. No, I like it.
Ciao, yeah.
What the
Timmy,
fuck?
I'll ask you first.
More power, baby! Motorfest gave us 2 hypercars with more power than anyone would ever need. Choose between the Bugatti 1038 and the Koenigsegg Jesko and race through downtown Honolulu. Which car will set the new downtown speed record? And who will split an order of shaved ice with me? Hey, can we get some shaved ice on set? Oh yeah, good luck.
Yeah, fuck it.
Koenigsegg Jesko, bold choice. Bold. I meant bold choice.
Partnering with Motorfest comes with some pretty sweet perks. Check out these 2 spaceships they lent us.
No shame in trying.
Yep, there it is. Thanks, Windows.
This car is too fast. You are a psychopath. I love you.
Oh, I think I finally found my future grip car.
bucks. How about a little tour of the countryside? You just smoked that Bugatti like some fine rocked fist.
Nah.
This is a really nice neighborhood. Pretty sure you're ruining the property values, though. Do you even like cars? Like at all? Are destroying the previous downtown speed record, but which car's gonna set the new record? The suspense is killing me. I gotta sit down. $350 kilometers per hour in the city? I don't know, that's gotta be at least 100 miles an hour. Line is right there. More power, baby.
The podcast continues.
Our new destination, Diamond Head. Let's set forward.
Timmy, I'll ask you first. Can you just...
No time for surfing, time for drifting.
Drive your cars. I mean, people listening to the podcast right now, they'll be playing the game. They can actually drive the Peugeot in the game.
I'm only allowed to give you one hint. You'll be driving one of James's all-time favorites.
But can you describe the look, the sound, and like what's unique about this vehicle?
It used to be a 600 horsepower four-wheel drive car, accelerate from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, so it is very fast.
Now's your chance to get sideways, muchacho. You'll be drifting this Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X up and down the corkscrew. The only one you're competing in this challenge against is yourself, just like in life. Can you get all steezy with your slide? And how long can you maintain your drift? Game on. Go drift, my friend. Go drift to your heart's content. This place is amazing. It's like a playground for drifters. You know, that's what they say about Los Angeles these days.
No shame in trying again.
Lancer Evo. My friend said it was the fastest car that he's ever driven. What's up, Dan? I bet you never thought you'd be in a video game. Can you drift as long as the Kentucky Cobra? I gotta know! make a dope video. You should subscribe to Donut Media. I'm serious. Go do it.
The podcast is back on. Our guest still has
Going fast brings incredible sensations for sure, but no need to reach extreme speeds to get a proper challenge.
plenty of things to say.
Our four-wheel drive car accelerates from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, so it is very fast. And we race on small circuits.
Meaning? Well, you'll have to go to Honolulu Airport and get on the tarmac to figure it out.
And
Team is waiting for you there with a whole different type of car this time. A high-performance pickup truck by Ford, the F-150 Raptor. Let's just rewind that one.
basically the first one to the finish is the winner. Now, 3 years ago, we made the switch to switch out the petrol engine for an electric engine. So we got a big battery in the car, and we're actually getting almost 700 horsepower out of the electric package right now. We do have to pay with a little bit extra weight, but rallycross is so important to the start, as we said with drag racing. So the electric is giving that extra jump off the start line, and that's what we changed.
Kevin, you're closing in. Gather all your focus and dexterity. You're gonna need it.
Can you describe your cars for people that are listening right now, just even down to the livery? Like, I love hearing when people try and explain their livery. It's actually harder than you think.
Yeah, and that's in the end, that's my job to design the cars as a market.
Remix.
Yeah, race team, and I love liveries. I can speak about that all day. So our livery is a beautiful, strong red, because the Hansen name has been around for such a long time in rallycross, and we're basically like the Ferrari team of rallycross. When my father and my mother raced, or our father and mother raced back in the days, we're sponsored by Citroen, and obviously they are red, so the red color of the
So we know you're a capable driver. What if you don't have any brakes? You'll be driving this Ford Raptor SVT, and I say driving, but you're stuck in cruise control and you cannot use your brakes. Oh. And did I mention every lap you get faster? So how clean can you drive when slowing down isn't an option?
Always hit the brakes. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Riddle me this, coneheads. How do you win when everyone's going the same speed? That's right, your cruise control is locked and you've got to weave through a whole bunch of cones. But don't even think about touching them. This is simple. Each cone that you touch gets you a penalty. Make a perfect lap and you get a big old bonus. Imagine each cone is the cutest, buffest horse you've ever seen. You wouldn't run over a horse, would you? Nay, sir. Nay. Well, I guess that's one lap. Good job. I don't know if your robot assistant told you, but I may have forgotten to install the brakes.
Slalom.
I've got your mom on speed dial, so you better keep your driving clean and tidy. How clean can you drive with no brakes? Well, I'm starting to get an idea. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this truck too big for you? You want a widow baby car to make it easier? Too bad. Clever girl. Get it? Get it like in the movie?
I was doing so well, dude, until that fucking leg spike hit me. Well, shit.
The park.
All right, let's keep talking.
I can't wait to see how the Donut Crews use all the incredible sequences they shot with you.
Strong red, because the Hansen name has been around for such a long time in rallycross, and we're basically like the Ferrari team of rallycross.
Let's call this a do-over.
Our father and my mother raced, or our father and mother raced back in the days, were sponsored by Citroen, and obviously they are red. So
they're almost ready to wrap up. But before, they have one more challenge for you. One last face-off. A little pure, unadulterated street racing, featuring two cars that embody the world-renowned German savoir-faire. Well, it looks like I've said too much again. Just pretend you didn't hear anything, okay?
The team is iconic. So we have halfway to our,
Mulligan.
Red with the Hansen logos. The rest obviously the beautiful chrome Red Bull bulls on the front of the bonnet, on the side, on the roof, on the rear bumper. With that matte finish blue behind it. It's just stunning. And obviously to save weight and so we have stickers that covers the rear and front lights. So it's actually not real light. So you can imagine it looks like a normal 2.8 that you would see on the roads because that's what the car is based off. And then...
You can't say enough good things about German engineering. I've tried. In this final face-off, two powerhouses battle it out in the streets of Honolulu. Audi R8 Spider head-to-head with BMW M4. Who could ask for anything more? Let's find out once and for all. Who rules the streets?
Bayerische Motorenwerke. I hope this M4 is easier to drive than say.
This is the last event, so make it count. Don't worry, we'll still be friends after. I'm sorry, do you not like being in first place? Because, I mean, if you don't, I mean, that's cool. I gotta be honest, this is a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me film you in a totally not weird way. You have nice hands. Watch out, this first ramp is a bit of a doozy. as a wowing German would say, wow. Speedsters definitely pack a punch. Hawaiian punch. Is that even from Hawaii? Looks like that BMW M4 was born to rule.
What the fuck is going on?
Time.
Come on.
Wow, that Audi got ditched faster than I did on prom night. Some things you never forget. All this practice is finally paying off.
Let's call this a do-over.
Next time I'm calling you a cab. Driving to get us the final answer. There can only be one. Dang, dog. Hit up Jules Verne's. We got friggin' flying cars over here.
Got this.
BMW wins! Did you know that BMW M4s eat 10 Audi R8 Spiders a year?
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver.
Back to the
This truly was a thrilling ride.
interview.
But none of this could have been that incredible without your outstanding contribution. That's why a very special car is waiting for you at the container.
And then it's just widened by, I think, 20 centimeters. And a bit of aerodynamics for a rear wing that is adjustable and that is actually maxed out as much as we can within our limitations. And the difference between the two cars is on the front, it says Kevin, on the rear.
Back to our podcast.
Ours is on the front.
Let's complete this play.
It says Kevin, on the rear, on the front of Timmy's it says Timmy, and I have a little bit more red here and there to have the differences, because we actually experience a bit of problems with our spotters when we're both up in front in races, that they can't tell a difference between who is who when it's dusty and muddy, and all they see maybe is the roof or something like that. So we have to come up with some clever ideas how to change that.
I mean, Timmy, looking through Instagram, I found a picture that really highlights your deep roots in motorsport. It's a photo of you and your family at the Kinnekulla racetrack in Sweden, along with some, it's just really sweet. You said, win on
family, and it's obviously one of the reasons why you're here today. But I want to know about where your passion for rally first began. So take us back to Kinnekulla and your first souvenirs of driving cars with your family.
Yeah, that track actually goes back to the day when I was born. So my mom was in hospital. And 2 days after I was born, Dad had to leave. They were racing the European Championship on our home track there. Of course, I didn't come to the race then, but it used to host the European Championship. It's just an iconic place for us back home here. And funnily enough, I'm 32 years old now. I'd never raced on that track, on my local track. So I got the chance last year to jump in a little buggy, a cross-cart buggy, and try to race the young guys who were there, and I actually managed to win. My son was there.
This season is all about luxury cars. If you've played the Ferrari playlist, you know what I mean. But it doesn't end there.
It was there, all the friends were there.
The festival has invited numerous guests and brands to take part over the years.
It was a beautiful.
And now, the most prestigious brands are opening their doors to us.
That is really lovely, isn't it? Especially when it's like a full circle moment. And then maybe even one day your own children. Like, do you think that would you take them there to race as well?
Yeah, my son has actually started go-karting right now. We will go to a race this weekend, his second race. It's definitely full circle. He's driving Kevin's old go-kart, so it's a bit too old. I should get him a new one if we want to be more competitive.
It's all about the material if he wants to perform a winning, you know?
Yeah. Now, Kevin, your father's 2003 Citroen Zara holds enough importance to you both. This is once how you described it. I found this. It said it was a classic because it was such a strong red. When we were growing up, it was the atmosphere of our childhood. That car is rallycross and the dream car in every aspect.
Our luxury car authority, the Archivist, has been invited by the greatest European luxury car manufacturers to discuss a common passion for beautiful vehicles and to show us the places where these jewels are formed.
Perfect.
A grand tour of Europe that you'll be getting a taste of in this new playlist experience.
Ratio for its wheels is perfect for its body kit.
Onto the container. You'll discover everything this voyage was about.
What else can you tell us about Kenneth's car and the memories that this Citroen Zara brings to you?
Well, I think it's when he introduced that in literally the year I was born in '98. That was everything I remembered when I was growing up. I even remember being like, I think I was 5 years old. I was lying on the floor in the tent and having a screwdriver, poking the wheel. And all my real childhood memories are with that car. And his biggest success was in the Citroen Xara. And obviously, during time growing up as well, Seb Loeb is my other hero that I've been lucky enough to be teammates with and can call a friend today. He raced that and was super successful. It was just like I said in that quote, it is the perfect car. We've studied it, people have studied it. It's the perfect length, wheelbase, the width is great, and the height of it in general is quite low.
Right.
Super sporty and cool, so it's like that just for me is what I would love one day to jump in, race, and experience what my dad experienced when I was watching him on the tracks around Europe, dreaming to be like him one day, winning European Championship.
Timmy, I'm going to throw it back to you right now. We're going to start talking about your rallycross car. We're going to start talking about the Peugeot again. What do you think that your vehicle says about your personality? Because I always find that the kind of car that somebody drives definitely has a connection to who they are. Do you think that you're a match?
I think, yeah, because now we can choose. I've been designing and developing the Peugeot since the very start. So, setup-wise and technically, it's got my driving style all over it. But also lately, choosing it so electric. I think I love technology. I love science. I love physics. Also, it's sustainable, right? So it's good for the environment, which is also important for us. And yeah, it definitely shows who we are in a very good way.
100%. I mean, one of the really cool things was actually, I remember when I first saw your names, Timmy and Kevin, was when I first watched Nitrocross, and it was one of the very first events in Salt Lake City. I think it was it Timmy? You took that event, and then it was Kevin the next time?
Yeah, 2018 I won, and 2019 Kevin won.
You're watching these guys.
It's like it never happened.
Jump in these rallycross cars. Was it 50 meters? I think the jump was.
Yeah, it was absolutely massive. And those kind of jumps had never been done before. So this was like the brainchild of Travis Pastrana coming up with like, let's make kind of motocross inspired tracks, but we drive these rallycross cars on them. And we got there, we saw the jump having been built. So to explain it, they built a big tabletop jump. Then they built an even bigger gap jump to jump over the tabletop. And on top of that, because 2 jumps on top of each other is not enough, they also dug a tunnel underneath. So it was 3 layers of cars crossing over each other there. But during practice, it was like some people had some scary moments. And I jumped too far one time, landed on the nose, broke everything we had in the front, and we had just traveled over there to the US with a container, so we just had so many spare parts, and basically I could not do one more of those jumps. So
as the Motorfest archivist, I had the privilege to be invited by prestigious European car manufacturers for a special visit. This was the beginning of my European tour, and the starting point for your new car culture experience. My journey would let me spend time among the finest machines the old continent has produced. French elegance, German peak engineering.
Welcome to the Porsche Museum. First and foremost, Porsche is something you have to drive. You have to sit in, you have to feel. If you sit in the car, then you directly recognize this is a Porsche.
British craftsmanship.
Experience the bike that we already love. Character, performance, detail, quality, and style.
I'll relate my journey for you, and for my archives. These are my luxury chronicles.
The Voyage of our Archivist. 13 events, lots of side activities and prize money to win. The Motorfest has spared no expenses on this luxury experience.
You know what, maybe I'll stop here for now before my computer crashes.
Back to Motorfest, the podcast.
Adios.
Another activity awaits.
I just quit the game, bro.